Hey guys, so today is March 6th, I believe. Yeah, so it's Monday, March 6th. And my audition is Wednesday the 8th. And so I'm actually heading out tomorrow morning and spending the night over in Ann Arbor because, well, I'm going to the auditions in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I live in Indianapolis. So my dad decided to go with me, and we're going to spend the night over up there in Michigan. That way, for Wednesday, I'm already there, and I don't have to worry about driving up and leaving super early in the morning and traffic and all that kind of stuff. So I'm currently packing now. I'm not like a dancer, and so I don't have like dance shoes, but so I'm gonna wear like tennis shoes instead, and which is like the other option, I guess, for like what shoes you want to wear. And I know most auditions, I know mine are in like dance studios, and so like dance studios have like rules that you're not allowed to wear like street shoes in the actual studio. These are the shoes that I'm actually going to be wearing, and they say if you are gonna wear shoes that are like regular shoes, to make sure you clean them off. So I just wanted to kind of like give you a heads up because that's something that I wouldn't have known about. And also to like when you actually go to the audition, to bring them in like a separate bag and then like wear different shoes like when you're walking in, so that these ones that you're gonna wear aren't actually getting dirty. And then you can switch your shoes once you get there. Good morning, everyone. So today is Tuesday. It is currently 11:18, and we have drove for, I think we left our house around 9. So we've been in the car for about 2-ish hours, I would say. Like I said, I live like just north of Indianapolis, so we just drove through Fort Wayne, and we are stopped. My dad just went into Walgreens because he wants some candy, and then we're gonna head over across the street to Wendy's to get some lunch because we're hungry. And then, I mean, we're really not that far. I think we're a couple more hours out, so really the drive hasn't been that bad. It's supposed to be rainy, but I mean, it hasn't been yet, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on what we're doing. There he is. It took a long time. Say hi.
Hi.
What'd you get?
Candy.
What kind of candy?
Too many kinds.
You took forever in there. Did you get anything for me?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. The Mid-America freaking Windmill Museum. We're here, Dad. We have made it. So we were driving down the highway and I saw a sign for the Mid-America.
I asked Alexa where she wanted to go. Did she say Disney? No, she said the Windmill Museum. The Windmill Museum.
I saw the sign for the Mid-America Windmill Museum.
Doesn't look like it's
and
open.
Look, here we are.
It's not open.
Oh my gosh, there's no one here. All right, we're just gonna get out and walk around anyways. I can hear it. That's kind of scary. What if it hits us? It's too big. There's not enough wind. It's cold. You have a coat. Oh my gosh, look at them.
Closed.
No return. Maybe they're at lunch. Oh my gosh. Do you see this? Woo! It's really cold. What's the temperature?
It's chilly.
It's 56 and windy. My hat's gonna blow off. Oh my gosh. Can we just walk through? Look, those broken. There are pieces everywhere.
It's that one right there, straight ahead of you. See how the piece came off?
Oh, I see it. Yeah, right there. Aw. This was, wow. This is beautiful. Look at this one over here. It's going, man. It's going for it. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger than this, I'm not going to lie. Let's go. This is like 15 minutes out of the way. I'm happy we came. You know what? This was a good experience.
Donated.
Oh, well, thank you, Bob and Jean, for donating this beautiful windmill that doesn't really move.
Look at the parking lot. Just take a second.
Why would they? This parking lot is huge and no one is here.
The flag is going. The flag is going harder than any of the windmills are.
They probably have wedding videos.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're reading the reviews on our 15-minute drive. What'd you say?
Before you want to get married.
Oh, for sure.
Baker Hall.
My husband doesn't have any choice. We're getting married here. It's been decided. I mean, that's where they have the weddings? I mean, I don't know. I didn't even have a coat. And you're complaining? Well, Dad, what's your review?
It was awesome.
Was it worth it?
It was.
Good morning, everyone. So as you can tell, I am now back home. I originally had planned to film in the morning, like as I got up and like was getting ready and everything the day of my audition, but things were just so hectic and I was already stressed and I didn't want to like add to the stress by feeling like I had to film. And the day just went by really fast anyways. So I just decided to kind of fill you guys in on what happened. So the night before my audition, I ended up meeting with some of my family that lives up there in Michigan, and we went out to dinner, and so that was really nice. And then the morning of the audition, I obviously got ready, got my makeup on, got my clothes on that I was planning on wearing to the audition, and then packed up, left the hotel, and headed to the audition. But before I went to the audition, I actually met with a group of people that I had met online. And we went to this coffee shop up in Michigan, and we all just kind of hung out there. I think we met there around 9-ish, I would say, and we just hung out there, and it was really nice to like meet people before going into the audition, because then that way like I had a group of people that I could like stand with and I didn't feel like awkward talking to. Even though we had all kind of just met each other, we had like an hour and a half or so that we were able to like spend together and kind of get to know one another before actually heading to the audition. So check-in time started at 11 and the actual audition time start was 11:30. And so the coffee shop we went to was 2 minutes away from the audition studio, and so we left the coffee shop around 10:30 together and headed over. And then when we got there, we all kind of met up again, and they had like little cubbies that you could put your stuff in, so we all put our stuff away, changed our shoes, and we're just kind of like talking and waiting. And to be honest, like we weren't there for that long before they started taking people back. And so they kind of made an announcement saying, hey, we're going to start handing out numbers. And how it actually worked out is where we had put our stuff was like right next to where the lady was handing out all the numbers. And so we weren't technically there first, but since we were like towards like the door, we ended up kind of getting the first kind of grouping of numbers. And so we wanted to be like kind of in the first group anyways, but they took back numbers 1 through 80, and I was, here, let me see if I can get it. I was number 13, you can see right here. And the friends that I had kind of went with were all around that same number. And so we were kind of in the same group. And so we all went back, and once you get back there, I mean, it's just go, go, go. You grab your phone and you sign in real quick on like a Google Doc, and that way they have everybody's name and what their number is and all that kind of stuff. And then after that, we literally went right into dancing. Like there's like no time to like just kind of hang out or anything. And so we started learning the dance, and I mean, it was a quick 8 count, so like it wasn't very long. And I personally am not a dancer. Like I like know how to dance a little bit, and I danced when I was like really young, but I'm not like an avid like dancer. I don't go to like classes or perform or anything like that anymore. And honestly, the dance wasn't that difficult at all. It was just like, they called it glorified walking. So as long as you can kind of like move your body and stuff and like smile the whole time, you should be good. And so we learned the dance. We started with the first like couple counts, then the second, and then just kind of moving on. And then we did it all together. And then we started doing it across the room. And then after practicing it as a group for a couple of times, they said, okay, everybody line up. So just a heads up, they don't give you any time to practice it like by yourself. It's just all as a big group. So you don't really have any time to think of what you're gonna do or anything like that. And so we all lined up, and they ordered us in numbers 1 through 80, and then they had us go in like groups of 5. And so since I was number 13, they had like 1 through 5 go, then 6 through 10 go, and then I was in the third group that went. And so it was kind of nice that I wasn't in the first group, because I got to see them like go and how the rhythm kind of went. And so then they just played the music, and the first group went, and then as the first group was finishing, across the floor, there was another lady that was in the back that was kind of counting the rest of us in to go. And then like the casting director was standing at the other end of the room facing all of us. And so then when it was my turn to go, I started dancing, and you do the 8 count 3 times in a row. At least that's how we did it at my audition. And so, oops. And so we started dancing, and you just go across the floor, you do it 3 times, and then you move off quickly. To be honest, the casting director looks at you for like a total of 10 seconds. And my honest opinion is that it doesn't really matter how you did on the dance. They just want to see you moving and smiling, and they're looking at your height and if you have a potential to be a face character or not, and if you have a good height to be a fur character, or I mean, if you're really killing the dance, if you could be a parade performer. And so since I was in the first since I was in like the third group, I got to see all other like 80 or so people go. And I was actually talking with somebody that I had met, and we were like literally pointing out people. Were like, oh my gosh, she's amazing, she's probably going to get parade performer, like she's one of the best dancers we've seen. Or there was this one girl that looked exactly like Snow White. We were like, wow, she is going to be a face character, like dead on. She looks just like her, like without even like a wig or a dress or anything, like she looked exactly like her. And so then after everybody had went, we all sat down and kind of waited for like a minute or two while the casting director was like scrolling through her iPad and like seeing how many people, I guess, that she was going to call or whatever. And then she came in front of the room and began to call out numbers, and unfortunately my number was not called, so I didn't make it through the first cut. But like I said earlier, I thought I did the dance really well. And I honestly don't necessarily believe that it is off of like how well you dance. And she kind of said that at the beginning. She said, we're mostly looking for fur characters, and a lot of what I'm looking at is your height. And so I'm 5'4", which is the perfect size for a face character, but it's a common height, so for girls at least. And so I wasn't on like the shorter end or the taller end, like the two extremes kind of that they look for. And so I was cut the first round. But as I was leaving, me and my friend had noticed that a lot of the people that we had pointed out that like either were super, super good dancers or had like looked exactly like face characters, they had all got cut too. And so there was only a handful of people that didn't get cut. And I was just really surprised with some of the people that had been cut, because I personally thought that like they looked amazing. For me, I have a health condition that like extreme temperatures I don't do well in. And so being in a hot costume in Florida probably wouldn't be the best for me anyways. And so, I mean, I am a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. So obviously it's upsetting not getting cast, but at the same time, like, there's just something else maybe that is going to be better for me. For my outfit, let me show you. Well, this is kind of what I did for my makeup. It's kind of natural. I have like eyeshadow on and like the normal like foundation and mascara. I feel like most people did their makeup decently natural. There were a couple of people who kind of wore like a ton of makeup and like went all out. But I don't know. My recommendation would be to kind of go like wear the makeup that you feel comfortable in. Don't feel like you have to wear makeup, number one, or that you have to like go all out stage makeup. I would actually probably recommend not wearing like all out stage makeup. And there were people that didn't have any makeup on. So I would just kind of say whatever you feel comfortable in. So yeah, this is the makeup that I wore, and then I had my hair up in a ponytail, which I would recommend having your hair all the way up or partially up because it's a lot of movement and it gets like that room that we were in was so hot. And so like with that many people and you're all moving around and there's not much space to be dancing anyways, I would for sure recommend if you're a girl that has long hair to put it up. So that way it's like less hot and it's out of your face so they can see your face. And so this is the shirt that I wore. I wanted to wear kind of like a bright colored shirt so that I would be like noticed and so that they could like see me better. And then for pants, I wore, hold on. And then these were the pants that I wore. It kind of, this piece right here like matches. And so they're like just below knee length, I would say. These are, and I would say most girls wear some type of like leggings or yoga pants or something like that, whether it be like they'd be like cropped or all the way down. That's what most girls wear. But some girls do wear like their dance costume, but like I said, I'm not a dancer, so I don't have like a dance leotard or whatever. But yeah, and some even had like tights on, and yeah, but there wasn't a lot that had like the full dance kind of thing going on. So I also kind of want to touch a little bit on the subject of Disney bounding at your audition. And I feel like most people going to the audition probably know what Disney bounding is. But if not, I'll explain it for you real quick. So Disney bounding is when you sort of dress like a certain character, but not like the actual costume that they wear. So for example, if I wanted to say Disney bound as Ariel, I would wear like a purple shirt and maybe like a greenish turquoise color pants. That way it kind of looks like Ariel, but isn't actually like her costume. And there are a handful of people that do this. The highest number of people at my audition that I saw was 130. And I would say there's probably like maybe 3 people that Disney bounded, and in like the first 1 to 80 people, like the group that I was in to audition with, there was one girl that Disney bounded, and she did it as Moana, and I mean, she looked just like Moana. So I mean, I don't remember if she got cut or not, so I don't know if that helped her or not. I don't remember seeing if she stayed or if she left when I left, but yeah, I don't know if that helped her in any way or not. So I think it's just whatever you want to go with. If you feel comfortable Disney bounding, go for it. I would say don't make it super obvious that you're Disney bounding, because I mean, the casting directors know who they're looking for and what they're looking for and exactly how like they want the face to be set of the characters and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, they're going to put a wig on you and maybe even color contacts anyways. So it doesn't necessarily matter like what your hair and your eyes match, like what princess that matches. But yeah. And then don't feel bad if you get cut. It might not be your time, or this time at the auditions, they might be looking for something completely different and then the next time when you make it. So I would say don't give up, and I know how slim the chances are for everyone, but I would say just keep trying, because, like I said, the highest number of people at my audition that I saw was 130, and I know for a fact that only 6 people stayed for parade performers. I'm not sure how many they're considering for like face characters or for characters, but I have a friend that stayed for parade performers, and there was only 6 of them that got to stay. So out of 130, 6 is a small number. So I would say don't worry if you get cut. Try again. I know this is somebody I was talking to, this is like their 5th audition. So just, if this is something that you want to do, keep trying. Don't give up on it. I will audition again. I don't know when. I don't know if it'll be for the Disney College program or for something else, but we'll see. Mainly the reason I created this video was just to be helpful and to give tips to anybody that is trying out, and hopefully to help you feel more confident, because I think, like, obviously it's a really nerve-wracking experience, but everybody there loves Disney just like you do and wants to have fun. So I would just say go for it. Have fun, be yourself most of all, and if you don't get it the first time or the second time or the third time or whatever, just keep trying. If that's something that you really want and that's your dream, then you can make it a reality. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and like it below. I will be posting more videos about the Disney College program hopefully soon. I'm currently in progress. So I've had my phone interview, my web-based interview, and all that. So I'm just kind of waiting to hear. But I will post a video either way, kind of, to update you guys. But yeah, so be sure to subscribe for more videos. And I'll also be doing some videos that, some more videos soon that aren't related to the Disney College program. So be sure to check those out. Bye!